Well, there are a few. One of which, of course, is looking at IP as an expense, and IP protection can be expensive. So there are issues, for example, when a company doesn't do it properly, right, and spends too much money but doesn't really get the benefit. Another challenge that they often face is if they spend money on IP but they don't do it properly, and in that situation they don't actually get the protection that they want. Another issue commonly faced is people don't start early enough. Now, when I say start early enough, I don't mean really applying for IP very, very early in multiple markets in many, many different aspects and spending a lot of money. I'm talking about not planning, right? So our approach at Sarn Audrey is to look at it really as a strategy. Yeah, the planning is very important. And the aim is actually cost effectiveness. You want to do the right thing at the right time at the right cost. And if you do it that way, then you can actually space out your expenses, and you can also keep pace with the development of your business as you are developing your IP portfolio. Okay. So I'm going to be a little bit more specific here. So one of the key issues about IP protection, especially in a country like China, is to make sure that you do your IP clearance early. And what by that I mean, to make sure that if you're going in there with a particular brand, that you really have the right to own that brand. So, for example, do IP searches. Make sure that the register isn't already occupied by someone else with a similar name. The reason why you do that is so that you don't waste time applying for something and later only after many months that you realize that you are not able to own that. So I think with going overseas, you should look at your protection early. You should do your IP searches early so that you can clear and make sure that you can in fact own. The other aspect of it is when you do your IP clearance early, is that you can also avoid situations where someone else might sue you for IP infringement. Yeah. So for example, if somebody has already registered a trademark which is very similar to yours, and it's their own brand, you don't want to go into that market only to find that there's someone else that has rights against you and you can't, and you get a lawsuit and you won't be able to use that trademark anymore, and you may even have to pay damages. So to find out what is happening early in that market, to do the relevant searches, engage the right professional to help you to do that, and then to devise a very sound IP strategy to make sure that you own the intellectual property that will support your business in those countries.
With Kinofy, sell smarter.